We were arguing, and the lady said, if God wants men to have multiple wives, why did he create Adam and Eve and not Adam and Eve's? And the other person said, if God kicked against marrying multiple wives, why allowing Abraham, David, and others to have more than one wives with no punishment?
When you look at it in I think it's in the book of Matthew, somebody came to Jesus and asked that we have somebody that have, I think, 5 husbands or 6. That on the day of judgment, who will actually be the woman's husband? And Jesus said, there is no husband or wife in heaven. Do you understand?
Yes.
That everyone is going to stand on the day of judgment. Even somebody said, I don't know how true it is, but a pastor said, we'll just look at ourselves and say, this look like it's like I know this face. We won't see ourselves as husband and wife. To me, like something happened. Okay, let me set an example. I'm from a Muslim background. My father has 3 wives. My first brother has 1 wife. The second one has 3. Like that. Somebody was now like, okay, you are married, and whether you are not around, you now came back, you now met somebody with your husband, what will you do? I said I will tell the person, man, sir, the owner of this house is around though. Please, I'm not disputing your relationship. Whenever you are meeting, please go back there. Don't come back to this house. Because it's my home. And what I don't want is what I don't want. And people were saying, I said, maybe because of my upbringing. Because to us, we don't see it as, you understand, like as big deal. So to me, thank God for Jesus. Thank God for Christ. My home is my home. God created Adam and Eve, yes. Before you go into that relationship, what was your take? Then let's look at it, take a look at it in another dimension. Let's assume that, God forbid, my husband now went out and impregnated somebody, and he came back apologizing. Will I kill him? Of course I won't. The worst or the bad I can do is that, okay, are you accepting the child? The child is yours, so the child is part of us. We are bringing the child, but you are not marrying the person. Do you understand? Let's say about David, who else? Solomon, Abraham. I think situation led Abraham into it. Not that Abraham wanted to actually have a second wife.
Okay, agreed.
And after that lady, until when Abraham died, before he had another wife. And they did not even call that person. They call it Abraham's concubine, not a wife. Eventually, in the initial stage, I don't think David has 2 wives. Until when the issue of Uriah came up, before it was recorded that David has another wife. If we check it very well. Let's come to look at Jacob. Jacob loved somebody, but because in the tradition of the land, the younger sister can't get married before the older. Jacob needs to work for another several years before he can have that other woman. So come into comparison, somebody is having 1 wife. Are you Jacob? Are you David? Are you Adam?
Okay, what of Solomon that has many wives?
Solomon has many wives. And
I know people will want to ask some of these things.
Yes. If you look at the case of Solomon, let me say, ignorance is there. Then, it was recorded in the Bible that Solomon left the God of Israel and followed the God of Egypt. If you look at it,
they are gods.
They are gods.